Come to Remora TC to trade like a shark and not get eaten by one. Let's school together to protect and grow our money. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday, the 25th of November, 2 days before Thanksgiving. We've got 5 tickers to review. The market is going to be closed on Thursday. So the action this week might be a little bit sporadic and inconsistent. So let's start things off with the triple Qs. Last Tuesday, I talked about how this area right here would be resistance. And let's go find where Tuesday was. Tuesday is here, this red candle, this small red candle. And so we've got Wednesday, Thursday. You can see Thursday last week, it opened up pretty much at resistance and sold down. And then the past few days has been a retest of this area of resistance. I still feel the resistance remains in play and that prices will continue to go further down to an area of support down here at around 560. Okay, so here's the support zone, which I annotated with this green shading. There is always a chance that price might get all the way up here to this other area of resistance. But right now, the first resistance zone is here. The general direction remains to the downside for triple Qs and the market in general. Next to look at on our plate is GDX. This is the gold miners. Let's go back to what my prediction was on Tuesday last week. Tuesday is this indecision candle. Let's zoom in a little bit. This little tiny green candle right here, Tuesday the 18th. I annotated that there is overhead resistance here, which you can see that price hasn't been able to go up and push through that zone. And the retest has been on this day, which was last Wednesday. And you can see that Monday and Tuesday, which is today, price is attempting to come up and push through the area of resistance, which I'm just going to slide to the right. It's still resistance. The other zone of resistance that we need to think about is the upper edge of the gap fill. Let's annotate that as well as an area of resistance. Overall, the general direction for GDX is to the downside. I'm just going to slide this over to the right here. Okay, that is the overall move, really. Now, what we should ask about is, where is support? At the moment, support is down here at around 66. So if you're in GDX, take your profits and wait for an opportunity to get back in. Switching to the Bitcoin play, Microstrategy, you can see it's just been selling down. And you can also see the volume down here has been increasing. I made this annotation on Tuesday last week, which is this green candle. I drew this flag saying perhaps it could flag out, a bearish flag, and hit the zone of resistance. But in fact, the breakdown started right away. So I'm going to remove the flag as it's no longer in play. The overall direction is still to the downside. You can see that. I'll just kind of clean this up, make it more legible for us. At the moment, let's make this, all right. At the moment, I'm checking to see if there's any bullishness down here, and there is not, okay, in this little zone right here. Whereas up here, I really did call a bullish possibility of this being support here, but the price action has not supported it. So right now we're looking at this zone down here. There's no bullishness. I think price will come down to the bottom part of this trend line here, okay, at the very minimum. But the question is it going to find support here? I don't really see it. I don't see the bullishness to show support. In fact, it may even come down here to the 128. All right. So really, further low prices, perhaps even down here, okay? Let's make it annotated like this. All right, further low prices for MicroStrategy. Perhaps first zone of support is down here. I'll make it green like that. Next to look at is Microsoft. My annotation last Tuesday was further low prices, and support could be down here at the 200-day. Tuesday last week is this red candle here. Okay, and indeed, price has come down, hit the 200-day. You can see that. There is a little bit of bullishness back here, but price has already burned through that. I'm going to remove it. I should have done that for the MicroStrategy ticker. So here we are. So what's the next likely move? I think there's going to be a small bounce. This will be the little flag. I'll just kind of draw it in here. Maybe a flag somewhat like this. Let's switch to the hourly. So the hourly, so maybe, okay, something like this. All right, and go back to the daily. So there we have it. I'm going to extend this out, this little guy. So it'll be like that. Okay, so the flag will look something like this. Okay. And then the upper part of the flag, here you go, goes like this. And I'll just make it thicker so we can see it more legibly. And if we were to duplicate this flagpole, one might say that the next move down could be all the way down to this 440. Okay, that's kind of how flag annotations work. At the moment, I don't see any bullishness on the daily. So really further low prices. If we remove the flags and look at the 200-day, the 200-day, once price breaks below it, okay, right now it's going to be some support as it's held over the past 3 days. But once price breaks beneath it, the next real area of support is 431 down here. I'll make it a little bit, I'll make the annotation like this. Okay, so at around 431 is the next real support, because if it breaks the 200-day, it'll likely break this 467. So then it's like a little bit of a Geronimo move, okay, kind of a big move. And then it's a little bit frightening to see this gap fill down here, which is a big magnet. So for now, let's hope price will hold here at the 200-day, which I don't think it will, okay? And then the next real support is down here at 430. Okay, so that is Microsoft. And then the last ticker, Northrop Grumman. Tuesday's ticker, when I made the last prediction, is here. So here's Tuesday, okay, with this long wick above it. And I talked about how this is overhead resistance and the general move is to the downside. You can see price is just kind of moving sideways. There is no bullishness down here, so don't be fooled. All it's doing is flagging. So I'll just kind of draw the flag. Go like that. The next one, upper part of the flag. Say it's something like that. Okay. And the long pole of the flag, I'm going to bring the long pole down. I don't think it's this long, in fact. So let's go to here. All right, so the flag's like this. All right. And what one could say that the next move down would bring it wherever it breaks. Let's say it breaks there. All right, so you can see this. The next move down for Northrop will take it to the bottom of this gap fill. Okay, whoops. Let me make it a little bit cleaner. All right, like that. So I'm going to delete this just to make it the annotation easier to read. Okay, there's the support here. So depending on where it breaks, okay, so it's like that. Depending on where it breaks, for the low prices for Northrop Grumman, I'll just annotate it like this. That's the general direction. Okay, maybe I'll remove this. Go like this. There you go. All right, general direction is down with support down here. It may bounce right here on the 200-day, as it does. I mean, that's what we expect. We also expect it to bounce on the upper edge of the gap fill. So I'll just annotate these for you just to be consistent. So there's support there, there's support here as well, okay? And as always, it's not gonna go straight down. It may hit it somewhere over here, but eventually the move is to the bottom edge of the 200-day. Excuse me. It's the bottom edge of the gap fill, okay? All right. So if you're in Northrop, take your profits. There's no bullishness down here to say that it's going to hold, that these zones will hold, at least up here. There's no hold here. It is to the downside. All right. Those are all the predictions for the rest of this week and probably early next week as well. If you like this material, please give me a thumbs up. Share my video with your friends and family. Let me know what you want me to review. The comments are super thin. Nobody's leaving me any comments. So put a comment, what ticker you want me to review, and I'll add it into next week's video. Good luck with your trades, and I'll see you next week.